Krypton, Episode 10, The Phantom Zone. The season finale of Season 1 of Krypton. I'm Joe. Richie couldn't be with us tonight because Richie is still in Russia, having a grand old time in his motherland. Please subscribe to the Joe and Richie channel. Plenty of other great videos coming up. We're also doing a giveaway for a Deadpool mystery mini. I'm going to put the link up above for that. Once we hit 250 subscribers, we are going to give that away, so please check out that video for more details. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Last night it ended on a cliffhanger, which I had mixed feelings about. The episode was strong. I knew I was going to be slightly irritated because we came out of the final commercial break with nothing being resolved. They sort of resolved the story, but not really. Or you can say another way, they sort of resolve the story, but leave everything even in a worse place. Brainiac has decided it's time. Brainiac is fantastic in this, as always. The shield is down. It's snowing. Everybody's freezing to death because without the shield, it's just snow. Krypton, apparently, he starts the bottling process. These roots come down to start making the bottle, and everybody's going to be in the bottle. General Zod that says that Val is in the Phantom Zone, and you see a flashback to when he was executed. He had a little device in his hand, and when he's falling, he presses it, and it sucks him into the Phantom Zone. So they go to the Fortress of Solitude. They get Val out of the Phantom Zone because General Zod betrayed Val in the Phantom Zone. It turns out Val was just hiding out in the Phantom Zone because he was studying Brainiac, because in the Phantom Zone you can see the past, the future, all the different incarnations of time. General Zod, who is in there for being a bad boy, stole the device and got himself out of the Phantom Zone. But they were able to go in and he was able to go in and get Val out. Val basically says, there's nothing we can do. There's no way we can stop Brainiac. As the three boys are measuring their dicks, Nyssa and Lyta go back into Kandor to take action. Nyssa goes in there because she wants to save Korvax. She wants to save her unborn child, which she does. But she runs into the Black Zero leader, who then shows her who she really is and shows her the protocol that has the clones, and shows her that she was actually killed when her mother was killed and her consciousness was put into a clone body. And then they have a nice moment and blah, blah, blah. She's crying and she says, you know, but you could change all that. So it kind of seems like Nyssa realizes by the end of the episode, Nyssa looks like she's completely on her side, has a little bit of moment of realization of what she's about and all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. Lyta goes in to try to fight Brainiac. She rounds up the Sagittari that are remaining, punches a guy in the face, gets them all ready to call to action, gets them all in their ships, gets them all to fly in and try to kill Brainiac. Brainiac sees the ships coming and just like snaps his finger, or just goes like this, or just makes a gesture and all the ships just blow up. Just kills them, nothing. Like it was nothing. General Zod, he decides that, well, I'm gonna save Kandor by trading Val for Kandor, because Val has knowledge of the future and knowledge of this and knowledge of that. So basically he brings Brainiac to the Fortress of Solitude. Seg pretends he's gonna kill his own grandfather. It's a cool little standoff. And then Brainiac says, you're not gonna kill your own grandfather. There's no chance of you doing that, just like there's no chance of me believing that that's a real person. He knew it was a hologram. So he knew they had activated the Val hologram, and Brainiac walks in, and then he walks under basically the Phantom Zone, and they suck Brainiac into the Phantom Zone. Seg, however, gets sucked in with him. So Seg is now in the Phantom Zone. Val goes to try to get him out, and General Zod destroys the machine that operates the Phantom Zone, saying, I'm not going to let you risk getting Brainiac back here. Superman's cape shows back up in full force, though, before it changes to the crest of the House of Zod. And then we go to that, after all that happened, General Zod takes over Kandor. And this is where I get irritated with the episode. All this stuff happened. The Sagittari are all dead. But he just takes command. Black Zero's still on the run. What are they doing? She's still out there. They just give him command of everything? It made no sense to me. And then Lyta's just standing by his side with Dev M. They look like they don't like what's happening, but they're going along with it. Throughout the episode, we see that where Adam Strange is in one of the bottled cities. That's where he went. That's why the lady that everybody was asking who that lady is was standing there paralyzed with just her eyes moving, because it turns out that the bottling process keeps everybody paralyzed in place, conscious, so Brainiac can study them. He sees a giant statue of General Zod, because General Zod's giving a speech of how about they're gonna conquer the universe. So now I'm just completely confused, because you just stopped Brainiac, but Adam's in a bottled city that Brainiac bottled after General Zod conquered the universe. And on top of that, you just send Seg-El to the Phantom Zone, and General Zod still lives. General Zod is Lyta and Seg's son, but you just sent Seg away before he could be born. Now, I understand they do different things with DNA and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure the way the baby was born was they have to go to that Genesis chamber and both put their fingers down and have their DNA imprinted, which is how Nyssa and Seg's child was made. Time makes no sense. Like, everything's a jumble. How is any of this possible? How is he conquering planets that have already been bottled? You know, he's in the Phantom Zone already. So it makes no sense. It's like this whole thing made no sense. They just ended it on a worse situation with General Zod's in charge. I would have really liked there to have been breathing space. I like breathing space. I like the concept that you ended it, and then you could see bad things were in motion or what the next thing in motion is. But this just like, you just crammed all this into the last 5 minutes of the episode. Doomsday is going to come out. So General Zod now is conscripting the whole planet to be Sagittarius, because they're going to all be conquerors. But we still have Doomsday, who's breaking out of his vault, who's going to go killing everybody. But we've already seen that they've managed to conquer different planets, because Adam Strange is in a bottled, what looks like Earth, that has a giant General Zod statue. So it's just a mess. It's just an absolute mess. But there's going to be a season 2. So I guess they're going to have a lot of stuff to unravel in season 2. I'm happy they're going to have a season 2. All in all, I like the show. First episode was rotten. The last episode at the end, I was not pleased with how it ended. But other than that, it was a cool episode. The way that Seg-El tricked Brainiac into the Phantom Zone was really cool. It was really cool seeing Nyssa and Lyta do their little call to action. It was cool seeing that, you know, General Zod is a true bad guy. We don't know where Darren is, like I mentioned in the last video. I'm sure he's gonna pop back up. Jaina's out there still. I'm sure she's gonna pop back up. So we have those characters still in play for season 2. What are they gonna have to say about things? But everything is a jumbled mess. And now we have to wait till 2019. Seg-El is still in play because he's in the Phantom Zone. And one of the last shots we see is Val repairing his machine that General Zod destroyed. So General Zod destroyed the machine but let Val to his own devices? Why wouldn't he destroy the machine, then arrest Val? Why would he destroy the machine and then allow Val to continue his work? Val's a freaking smart guy. He's gonna be able to fix the machine. The Black Zero leader shows up, who is his protege. So she shows up to help him, and she was very smart. Nyssa shows up. She's very smart. So he's already an awful bad guy in the fact that he didn't detain these people who could stop him. Seg obviously is in the Phantom Zone. They're going to get him out, I'm sure, which means Brainiac's still in play because he's in the Phantom Zone, and we still see cities bottled. All the issues that happened are all resolvable. It's just a jumbled mess. Everything's going to be fine in the end. I'm sure they're going to figure out a way to save Krypton so it's still destroyed and Superman can fly off to Earth. Hope you enjoyed my reviews. I'm glad you were here to see them. Please subscribe to our channel. Gotta figure out what show I'm gonna watch next to do reviews. So please, if you don't mind, leave some comments down below. Tell me what shows you'd like to see me review coming up. Once again, I'm Joe.